Well, hi Aries, welcome to Universal Guidance Tarot. It is time for your weekly reading. I've shuffled these cards very well. I'm going to shuffle them just a few more times. This is a two-part reading. The overall energy of this reading will be in the middle of the first part of this reading. So Aries, let's find out what you can expect coming up in your life. There you are as a fire sign. Let's see, coming up as a fire sign. So Aries, the overall energy of this reading is the Nine of Wands, reaching your wit's end. You're coming to a place in your life where there's a fork in the road. You're coming to your wit's end about something, and you're going to have to make a change. So this is surrounding your entire reading. Up here in your highest energy is the Seven of Swords. There's some kind of deceitful behavior taking place around you. So this is what's got you at your wit's end. These are the two strongest energy cards in your whole reading. So this is what the reading is addressing. Deceitful is lying, stealing, cheating, rumors, just sneaky behavior. It could be just about anything if it's deceitful, but it is deceitful. And sometimes it's just taking, that's deceitful. Stealing. So we have the King of Wands, your energy, right next to the Seven of Swords and right above the Nine of Swords. So the King of Wands is Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. And we know that Aries is you. And this is going to be your energy, but you might have Leo or Sagittarius in your chart too. Or there could be Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius also around this reading in somebody's chart. But more importantly, the energy is what's most important. This is you. They're all male or female. And you're hanging on to a staff of fresh starts and new beginnings. You have your hand on your hip and you're ready to move forward from this Seven of Swords energy because you've reached your wit's end. And you're putting to rest all these swords of truth and clarity that have been bombarding you. So you're past the Nine of Swords, the pain. You're putting an end to the pain of having to move forward. And that is good. I call this the card of the end. The end of the pain, the mental pain, because of all these swords of truth and clarity, and they're helping you to move forward. Under the Seven of Swords is a Five of Swords, and there you are. There you are picking up your swords. And there's more to be picked up. You're getting your truth and your clarity about this situation. You're looking back at the person who has been deceitful, and this is allowing you to move forward from this deceitful energy. I mean, it's like reaching your wit's end. They were breadcrumbing you. This is part of, what you were realizing from this deceitful energy. They were barely, this is the Six of Pentacles, they were barely feeding you enough to keep you hanging in there, throwing your scales off balance, just breadcrumbing this relationship to death is what they did. So under the Five of Swords is a Three of Pentacles. There could have been maybe you didn't see eye to eye, maybe there was a third person involved or a third party or a third influence that was really dragging this relationship down, no matter what it was. But you're picking up the truth. You're picking up the clarity about what's going on here. And the Wheel of Fortune is here. The universe is here to help you move forward from it. I feel like you really got to a low place in your life before you're actually moving forward with all this truth and clarity. Well, the universe is involved. The wheel is turning. This is the wheel for the better. So much better than the Nine of Wands. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you that. So you can't stop it. It's an action, and you're moving away from that Three of Pentacles energy, and you're moving away from that Nine of Wands energy, and now you're moving right towards a place in your life, right below the Six of Pentacles, that you're realizing you can manifest. You naturally have everything it takes to have the type of relationship that you want. The symbol of intuition and knowing, And this is telling me that you're realizing, hey, wait a minute, you deserve better. You have all this to offer somebody and you're just getting breadcrumbs. That's not working anymore. So you have a cup of love. You have a pentacle for security and stability, a wand of fresh starts and new beginnings that you're hanging on to right there, and swords of truth and clarity, which is all. You're picking them up and they're putting it into a relationship that wasn't serving you because of deceitfulness. Probably was some arguing too because of that deceitfulness. But there also could have been a third energy involved that was contributing to this relationship, not doing well. So let's take out the second part of this reading, Aries, and find out what else it is that you need to know. If this is sounding like you're reading, it probably is. If it doesn't sound like you're reading, it probably is not. And I would check your moon sign because that's your emotional side. So here we go. High Priestess up here in your highest energy, next to putting an end to all the pain that you were going through in this relationship. The High Priestess is the card in the tarot deck of intuition and knowing. So you're paying attention, I think, to your intuitions now. You're pulling back that pomegranate curtain and you're like listening to what yourself is telling you. And you're finding out that, wait a minute, you have all the tools it takes. The universe is helping you realize that wait a minute, I'm being breadcrumbed, Wait a minute, this is probably not the right cup of love for me because I got the Seven of Cups right next to the High Priestess. And so all these cups have something else in them, which says that whoever they are, there's always something else, like the third energy here, that was like more important than working on this relationship. So you're realizing it's your intuition and you're paying attention to it now. There's the Nine of Swords. So yeah, in learning and coming to the realization this is not the right relationship for you, it creates this Nine of Swords, all these swords of truth and clarity. And they come through your mind at any given time, almost all the time, but you're putting an end to it by moving forward. So you did go through it, have the Eight of Swords under the High Priestess. You felt trapped in this relationship. You felt trapped in the breadcrumbing, but your mouth is not bound, your feet is not bound. There's swords of truth and clarity all around you. And you learn how your intuition told you to turn around, you can get out of this situation, and you are. There's deep healing that's taken place here. And the deep healing, this is the Star card, the card for Aquarius. So Aquarius might be strong in your chart or around this reading. But this Star card is the card for Aquarius. Aquarius might be strong in your chart, might be strong in somebody else's chart around this reading. But this is about seeing your own reflection in that pool of water. Healing right down to your bare bones, remembering what you want from life, what you don't want from life. And you're realizing, wait a minute, you don't have to settle, and you're not going to. So you do go through this period of healing that you've been blocking, because you were just kind of living in this for a while, not really understanding what was going on. This is the Two of Swords. You were like an ostrich with the head in the sand, like, I don't want to deal with this. What if they change? What if, you're thinking all these reasons why you don't really want to deal with it because, things might change or whatever, and you don't want to break your heart or their heart or whatever. But you realize that this is not working. You can't keep going through this. Nine of Swords, that's a lot of mental torture, And so you need to break free with this Eight of Swords, and you are. And you're going right towards healing. You're seeking your path forward. I got the Hermit, the card for Virgo. So Virgo might be strong in your chart or in someone else's chart around this reading. But more importantly, this is about you seeking your path forward in life. And look, right next to the Hermit is the Magician. The universe hears you. They want you to know that the universe is here to help you move forward, that you can free yourself from this feeling of being trapped, and you can focus on your own stability and security here. You don't need the Six of Pentacles when you can have the Eight of Pentacles. And that is being responsible for your own security, your own stability, your own groundedness. You're moving forward. There's, you know, the moon is right next to the Eight of Pentacles and right under the Two of Swords. This is blocking, you know. It goes really well with the moon because the moon is about hidden things. Things that are hidden that you can't see. But this is more like what you were blocking and trying not to deal with actually did come to light. You didn't know the lobster was there till it crawled out. This is like night turning to day, or things being exposed or revealed to you. This is all part of the energy of coming out of this place where you've been, but you're putting an end to it. You're going to move forward, and the universe is involved. So they're going to take you to the Wheel of Fortune, the wheel for the better, to a much better place. And it looks like you're going to start focusing on you, right under the Star card, right under all this healing that's taken place, remembering who you are and what you deserve from life. Now, let's take out one more card for this reading, the Ten of Pentacles. See, you don't have to settle for the Six of Pentacles. You start working on your own security and stability, you can have the Ten of Pentacles. This is union, too. There's somebody else here in this picture. There's union. This is a card of commitment, extended family, pets, and a child. This is a card about family, security, stability. This is where you're going. You know you can have it. It's right on the High Priestess. You know this is what you want. And by putting an end to this deceitful energy and focusing on you, yourself, you will be able to obtain, you're going to end up with this Ten of Pentacles and a very solid relationship. Oh my gosh. So, wow. This is amazing, Aries. Okay, so Aries, this is your reading, and thank you for watching Universal Guidance Tarot.